Hello there. Do you just had enough, like, fuck it all? You're not motivated to study because you suck? Then this video is for you. And if you are great, well, don't click away and watch my video, you nerd. Studying and making homework sucks sometimes. I know, and especially if you have the feeling of achieving nothing. Maybe you are a person like me and struggle to concentrate, really struggle. Well, there is a chance you are doing it all wrong, like I did. I can't say I'm doing it right after all these years, but it's better than before. Since I went to school, I was kind of forced to study the traditional way. And by that I mean sit straight on a table, take your books, and take a notepad and write down what you should remember and do this for an hour or so. I think most people just study till they finished or something in like 1 or 2 hours. But my mom had to put me on a rule because I would quit too soon. I studied 1 hour and take a 15-minute break and repeated this until I mastered my knowledge. And this didn't work out, of course. I could not concentrate at all. I was super distracted and had just a headache till I had to go to sleep. Does this sound familiar? Well, hold my calculator and I'm going to tell you what I wish somebody told me years sooner. And for the sneaky bastards who clicked this video because I have an "and cheating" in the title, this is not clickbait entirely, because I will get there. Okay, this will blow your mind. Not everybody is the same. Yeah, crazy, right? And that also means the study method is different for everybody. Wow, what a big shock! When I write stuff down, I concentrate on how to write the letters, but not what I am writing. And after a while, my concentration is completely gone. And I really just stare at my stuff without achieving anything. Watching the clock eating my precious time away while my headache strikes me. What I do is sit on a comfortable place. If I can sit in a darker place, I will. Because light gives me headaches. I do not sit in complete silence, I listen to music. What I recommend is some epic instrumental classic music. You can listen to the classics like Beethoven, but you can also listen to your favorite song and piano cover, or Two Steps from Hell, or video game soundtracks. They are designed to keep you focused, so I highly recommend those. I like Ori and the Blind Forest and Assassin's Creed. I wish schools gave the option to listen to music because I could almost consider it as cheating. It works wonders. Another important thing I wish schools did as well is give good oxygen. I mean, make sure to have enough air and crack a window open so you don't have to inhale, let's call it, used air. Also, if you have a lot to study, make yourself a cheat sheet. Make it as simple as possible, but in a new piece of paper so you can turn 50 pages into 5. It's way more motivating. And be silly if you have to. I guess most people are kinda good to remember stories. Make everything into a silly story that you remember. It does not matter if it makes sense or not. It can be stupid, but whatever works, works. For example, if you have to study IP addresses, you can say a lot about that, but just try to understand it and make a simple story about it. Say IP is like an address of a computer. We have a public and a private address. Public is outside the house and unique. Private is inside the house and can be basically whatever you want. If you have a network, let's say this one. Remember, the first two thingies are mostly the same and the other ones are like streets and house numbers. If two IP addresses want to communicate with each other, they have to be in the same street to see each other. And if they are in another street, they can't see each other. And that's it. That's how basically it works. Just make sure you write a story that you can understand yourself. What's also a great thingy you can try is take a cheat sheet and walk outside with it and read it. It's less boring to walk than to sit in some cases. Just try it. But let's talk about time now. Let's say a situation, it's Sunday and it's a test tomorrow. You had to go to the store in the morning and you decided to start with your studies at 1, and at 8 your favorite show is on TV and you want to watch it. You got 7 hours max. Think it will go like this, and you say study for 1 hour, 50-minute break, 1 hour, 50 minutes, 1 hour, 50 minutes, and done. You try the same thing and you realize after 3 hours, oh god, I still can do it. I need more time, okay, I have more time. And at the end of the day you think, why? I'm not gonna say this is the case for you, but it was the case for me. I started and I could concentrate for half an hour, and after that, just done. And at that point I was just staring at paper and waiting till I had my well-deserved break of 15 minutes, took my break and realized my brain is just way too tired, and after 15 minutes the same process goes on and I just looking forward till my break and achieve nothing in the meantime. And in reality I studied only 1 hour and I imagined I studied 5. And it just wasted Sunday. And how to solve it? Well, listen to your body. Okay, let's try again. We studied 30 minutes and bam, concentration is gone. Okay, let's take a break for not 15 minutes, but for 30 minutes. My brain is charged again. And after 30 minutes I say, okay, I'm good for now, and take a break of 30 minutes. I start again and 50 minutes later my brain just jams. Okay, let's take a 1 hour break. Go outside and watch some funny videos. And now I'm fully charged again and I can do the last parts. And that's it. Okay, we do not have as much as actual free time as the other guy, but that's just how it works for me, and it's way better in every way than my old method. At least give it a shot if you have the same issues. I don't mean like work with my stupid schedule, but just do your absolute best and don't take advantage of yourself. Always try to the best grades possible. You will probably turn at least 80 or 100 years old. You really start going to school at your 12 or so and stop till you're, let's say, 20. Your school stuff is like 10% of your life and you will probably forget the bad times when you're 30. Learn as much as possible, be as good as you can, and search for interesting things so you will find your passion. And how about cheating? Cheating is an option, but it's not an option. If you ask me, did I cheat? Well, perhaps, maybe, kinda maybe. If you saw my video about school, I have a crazy school, right? One time I had to learn some random Catholic dates and names, and it was just one test and really important, right, to pass. But only one test and you could forget it all after. And I was really busy with other school stuff, and I took my eraser, scanned the label, photoshopped the information of the names and dates on it, printed it, and if I had to take a look, I could, because you could never notice any difference in such thing. Oh, when I was like 11, I had to make a French test and we had to write a lot of things, and I practiced for weeks and weeks and I got like 4 out of 40 correct. And that was because I could peek to my neighbor's paper just to be sure I was correct. You could say that's sad, but what's really sad is we had like a smart kid who skipped an entire grade and he got busted because he had a lot of papers with all the stuff we had to write, and it was not even his handwriting but his mom made it. Like, what the f***? And a few years later the French teacher was sick on a test day, but we still got a test for one reason or another by another teacher. And you know what kind I mean. The giant who does not give a frick.
I do not get paid enough to stand here in a room for 3 days max a week and getting paid through the holidays. F*** everybody.
And I just took my French books and finished the test with it. And he was just looking at me and he didn't care at all. And I still failed the test. I actually think you can cheat in any test because it's not that hard, but if you have a good and motivated teacher, you will simply not cheat out of respect for him or her. Looking up to them and their passion and try to make them proud is much more rewarding. And knowing stuff is always nice and interesting. And if you have some issues with names or days or whatever, just read it before the test, see it in your head repeatedly, and as soon you get paper, write it on top, and if you need it you can just look at the top and write it down. Conclusion: everybody is different, everybody goes his own way at his own speed. Do it as good as you possibly can, and you can't blame yourself in the future. I hope you like my tips. Past me would be really grateful to do this video. I hope you are too. Thank you for watching, and if you like it, like the video, write a comment, subscribe, watch my other videos, and it would really help me out. Thank you and bye.